Hello, sports fans. This is Wilson. As always, I'm joined by my three prestigious co-hosts, Shane Christopher Murray, Jason Big Mitch Mitchell, and David Galvis. This week, we're going to start with the news that the Lakers signed the big man Christian Koloko and what he could add to the team. I think Lakers are going to have their media day on September 30th, so we're about exactly 2 weeks away now. So it's getting there. Um,
October.
huh?
You said September.
I think they're gonna have
October
their what?
You
October
said
3rd, right?
September 3rd.
No,
It's
I said they're
October.
gonna have their media day on September 30th.
Oh, 30th.
Yeah,
Someone
Gotcha.
said 3rd.
Yeah,
right.
definitely on the 3rd.
That was quick.
That's what she
Yeah,
said.
and then from there we're gonna get into NBA, man. I'm sorry, NFL.
There we
Uh,
go.
week two um, just concluded about. I mean, was it even an hour ago? With Captain Kirk Cousins leading the Falcons on a game-winning touchdown drive to beat the Eagles of Philadelphia. But we're going to get into also Mitch's Vikings. They're 2-0. Sam Darnold, the Sam Darnold
America's
reclamation.
quarterback?
I mean, it's picking up steam, man. And then we'll get into also Shane's Cowboys. Wah, wah. That that didn't go too well. And then the Rams are 0-2.
Mm,
The Chargers are 2-0. So
right.
yeah, man, it's football to talk about. So, like I said, man, let's start with the Lakers. They signed this kid Christian Koloko. I'm sorry. Uh, Mitch, can you give a background on Mr. Koloko?
Yeah, so he's 24 years old, originally from the Cameroon. He moved here when he was 17. There we go. There we go. He originally went to high school in for Birmingham in Lake Balboa, California. But he played his senior year at Bronny's alma mater, Sierra Canyon. Then he was off to Arizona. Uh, Started off slow at Arizona, but then he ends up winning Most Improved Player. Was named to the All Defensive Team. Was named Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year. Was first team All Pac-12. He was drafted 33rd overall in 2022 by the Raptors. And then earlier this year, January, he was waived. And then a day later, he was put into the NBA's fitness to play panel. I guess they discovered career threatening blood clot issues, just meaning no teams were able to claim waiver to sign him until he's medically cleared to play. And just recently, he signed a two-way deal with the Los Angeles Lakers. He's 7 feet and he's 24 years old.
What's his build like?
Skinny, like
He's,
no more than 230.
Eesh.
he's listed at 230.
Damn,
Yeah,
7 feet 230 is nothing.
And he's still technically not cleared from the blood clots. So,
I was just about to ask a similar question. Like I was going to say, how much does he weigh? Because immediately I started thinking about Andrew Bynum, 7 footer. I don't know. That's the first thing I
he
think
just
of.
ain't no Bynum.
Okay.
This ain't no
Yeah.
Bynum. This
Oh,
is a younger
Yeah, if we're lucky, who is he like?
JaVale,
mm,
younger JaVale Jackson Hayes type of situation. Like he doesn't really have an offensive game, but he shows some strides in defensive end, and he had got some minutes with the Raptors until they found the blood clot. So he hasn't really played in about a year or so. Still technically has not been cleared. So we're gonna see. This is basically like they're basically putting together a couple of centers with him, Castleton, and somebody else forgot. Maybe Moses Brown. I believe he's still there, everybody for camp, but trying to find a young center who hits to make up for not signing Valanciunas or getting a big this summer. And if none of these centers don't hit, then they'll go after Valanciunas or somebody else. But I also reported the real reason why they lost out on Valanciunas too was apparently.
Is this rumor? Hold on. Is this rumor or fact you're about to tell us?
This was reported. It's reported.
A reported rumor or a reported fact?
This was reported fact.
Okay. So you need to stand behind this report.
Yes, it's a reported fact.
Okay.
He went to the Wizards.
I want the people to know. Shane Murray is telling us that these are facts. What he's about to say.
This is a reported fact that came out. He went to the Wizards because they offered more guaranteed money than the Lakers. But technically, his third year of his deal not completely guaranteed. But the first 2 years are guaranteed. So Lakers don't really believe they should invest too much money in a big man. So that's what lost them Valanciunas for the moment.
Yeah. And that's what might lose us in the playoffs.
So yeah, so they're trying to see if they can find a cheap way to make up for the big man. Problem is, a lot of the big men they're bringing in, I outweighed all of them.
We lost to the same team 2 years in a row, the same way, because we couldn't have anybody stop Jokic when it mattered. Every game was close, and it just in the fourth quarter, either Anthony Davis lost wind or he got tired, and we just couldn't stop Jokic. And it's crazy because we said this for the past 2 years. The only team that could beat us was the Nuggets. And the team that beat us twice were the Nuggets. And for them to cheap out on Valanciunas, that might end up being our
for the moment, because they are interested in trading for him if they need to. So,
yeah.
Keyword is if they need to, because when these centers hit, they ride it with them.
All right. Anything else on the brother?
We'll see.
Yeah. Also, too, they had to waive Blake Henson to make the deal happen, which I wasn't for that. For a team that's dying for shooting, asking to shoot more threes, you find a 6'8" dude who can shoot threes, and you decide to cut him for a big, even though you do need a big.
But will these guys play any meaningful minutes in the playoffs, though?
I mean, we have to see. Most likely, probably not. But at the same time, too, you got a first-year coach still trying to figure out his rotation. And there's a lot of people on the bench, especially Bronny, that might be on the bench and might not be playing. So there's opportunities to move up on the depth chart if you show promise.
A guy like Blake Henson most likely was not going to gain meaningful minutes unless he was consistently hitting shots. From what I saw in Summer League, he had that one really good game. Kind of after that, it was kind of, it was a little spotty after that, right? So I definitely do think he deserved a spot in training camp to kind of see. But I mean, it is what it is. We need to solve the Joker problem first and foremost. Like Galvez said, man, every game was close. So clearly we had enough shooting. And like Galvez said, we're over here trying to stick Anthony Davis on him. Anthony Davis is, a top defender in the league, but he can't mess with the Joker. The Joker outweighs him, and the Joker knows how to use his weight. And it's really that simple. Like Anthony Davis is just too light in the back pocket to mess with the Joker.
And are we gonna get lucky again and have a fully healthy AD the whole season? I mean
That's another
that's
question.
you know
Not only
we're
that, AD outweighs all our backup centers.
that's not good.
So
And AD is not exactly like a big guy. You know what I
And
mean?
there's really no more bigs like that you could like. Remember there was like Tyson Chandler,
Yep.
well,
Prime Tyson Chandler. There was like
we had a chance to draft one. That was Edie, but
well
we
he
went
went way
with Dalton
before.
Connect.
He went way before, didn't he?
We had a chance to draft him.
Hmm.
Wait a
And
second.
it was another guy, but he
Edie
got
went
injured for the season.
I went like 10.
Edie
Yeah,
went like
Edie
eighth
went
overall.
before. That's Edie
Yeah.
went way before.
Yeah. What's this guy talking about? Somebody fact check him.
Edie went eighth overall.
He
Well,
did, right?
another big one we could have got too, but he injured for the season anyway. So,
Man.
point being, there was at least 4 centers that went in the first round we could have grabbed.
But not Edie, though.
Not Edie, as you corrected.
We were 23rd. What pick did we have? We had
17,
or we were
17,
18. 17.
right?
Yeah, 17.
And the thing about it is we wouldn't ask these centers to go out there and be 20 and 10 guys. It's just a
Right.
body to put on Joker, wear him down too, make him work for it.
Make him work. That's the big thing. You're really not gonna stop him, but you definitely want to make him work. Like, Dwight showed us the way. You got to make him work. You got to get in his head. I don't know if getting his head will work, now, but you definitely got to make him work.
I would give a cap invite, but they won't do it because of his age, probably. Robin Lopez.
Yeah. They need like pests in there.
Wait a second. Robin Lopez is Robin Lopez, not Brooklyn. Yeah, Robin Lopez. Yeah. So he's a free
I
agent.
mean,
Yeah.
he's a little. He's a little light too, but he is committed to defense. So,
But he's a bruiser too. He'll outwork you. That's what we missing right now.
He won't outwork the Joker, but he could make him work. And like we said,
And he's a pest. He's a pest on defense.
He is a
Maybe you
pest.
draw a technical foul because Joker, he's kind of a hothead. He will, but the Lakers, they had nobody to kind of
Like
get him.
even Kelston supposedly put on 20 pounds of muscle and still looks skinny.
Well, muscle doesn't always look big. You know what I mean? So
How old is Dwight?
40.
No,
He's a year younger
no,
than
he's-
LeBron.
yeah, he came in after LeBron, so why not bring him into training camp? See if he still got it.
Dwight's 38.
What's the worst that can happen? You bring him in training camp to fight for a roster spot. The guy, I mean, I'm sure he's still in good shape.
If nobody, I mean, didn't Al Horford retire?
Yeah. Wait, no, Al Horford?
Didn't he retire? He didn't retire. I thought.
No, he's still with Boston.
Okay. Well,
He's
him.
still those dirty, disgusting Celtics.
Right, him and
There have been a couple of talks about JaVale, because JaVale's still out there working.
But I was going to say Dwight, like Al Horford is the last guy who has any type of knowledge of like how to guard somebody in the post. Like him and Dwight, but like two of the last guys from that era who have that, So
That's dying breed, huh?
yeah, but it's gonna be we'll see. We'll just see what happens. Anything else on the Lakers?
When does camp start? The day after is like media day, right? Like the day after.
Yeah, once media day
2nd.
is usually at practice. It's been reported that what's his name? Miami, Gabe Vincent, JSS should be ready for start of camp. Vando, that is a question mark still.
Jalen Hood. I'm not even going to call him JHS no more. Jalen Hood Shafino. Um, he's got to earn this JHS nickname. I know it's just his initials, but it sounds really cool, and I don't think he's good enough yet. He hasn't proven much.
He did admit he was nervous last year.
Is that right? I couldn't tell.
Wasn't he like a 4-year senior? Isn't he like?
No, he was a sophomore.
He was a soft meat. Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Yeah.
Well,
see, we could have had Hawkins. We could have had him.
That's what hurts.
Right before him. Yeah.
That's what hurts.
Let's talk about how
No
they want
guarantee he's
wings.
gonna play with Darvin, though.
We had a wing right there. The guy averaged like 13.5 as a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Let's rock Lincoln guys.
No guarantee he's gonna play with Darvin, though.
And he's Mexican, so he's gonna play hard.
Yeah. Listen, the way he plays and the fact that he does play hard and he plays hard on defense, he might have had a shot at, he might have got some minutes to hit here and there. It probably would have been some stupid minutes, but I could have seen him getting some minutes with us.
When was the last time the Lakers truly drafted a player and developed them into a really good player?
I mean, you can go Brandon Ingram.
We got
Randall.
Randall, Ingram, D'Lo. We all traded them pretty early in their careers, though. Same with Josh Hart. Same with
Kuz.
Yeah, I guess.
Kuz, yeah.
Bynum's
a while ago. Let's go Kuz. Kuz was the last time.
That was what, 8 years ago?
Shit. Something like that. But Kuz is over there balling in Washington now. So
is that all on the Lakers?
Model.
Let's not get sidetracked. Is that all on the Lakers?
Yeah.
All right. So look, switching gears to the National Football League. The Minnesota Vikings are 2-0. Sam Darnold went out there against his former team. The team he was with last year, the 49ers. Threw for, I think, 268, 2 touchdowns. Justin Jefferson's caught a 97-yard touchdown pass. He got hurt. And Sammy D was still able to go out there and finish off the defending NFC champion. Mm-hmm. And after the game, he said in the locker room, he said, what did he say, Mitch? to the Niners?
Yeah.
Shouldn't have cut me. Right? So he thinks he's better than Brock Purdy. Is that what that's supposed to mean?
Hey, listen. Yesterday he was.
Well, I mean, it just goes to show, like, sometimes it's not where you're drafted, it's where you're drafted to. I mean, look at the Carolina mess. They had Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold, and what a coincidence. They both leave, and look at what Baker's done in Tampa, and look at what Darnold's done this season.
Mitch, how are you feeling though about the
feeling lucky? I bet
it's not luck. So you can get the shit-eating grin off your face, big dummy. It's not luck. If you actually paid attention to the moves that we made, it ain't luck. Our defense is legit. We've got returning players. So second year in the Brian Flores scheme, we're able to get home with 4 or 5 guys, and then drop the rest in the coverage. We were able to sign Stephon Gilmore. We signed Shaq Barrett, and we still had Byron Murphy from last year. So our biggest need was cornerback. the signings of Shaq Griffin and Stephon Gilmore pretty much shored that up. Um, we lost Daniil Hunter, big loss, admittedly, but followed it up by signing Brian Cashman, Jonathan Bernard, and Andrew Van Ginkel. And listen, these guys just play football, man. Like they have natural instincts. Uh, obviously, yeah, they just have natural instincts. They know how to play football, and like you can see it. The squad seems confident. Harrison Smith is still back there doing his thing. He's a future Hall of Famer. Cam Bynum still making movies back there on the other side of Harrison Smith. Like we drafted Dallas Turner. He made a boneheaded move on that punt return, but he's looking to develop into a star, man. He's an animal out of Alabama. Uh, Patrick Jones, the second. I mean, man, you've seen his work. 2 sacks yesterday. What are we like? And then Josh Metellus, man. If y'all don't know about Josh Metellus, number 44, please go look him up. Please go look his highlights up, man. But this team is different from last year. Like you can see the belief in everything they do, man. And yeah, it's not luck. Sam Darnold with actual weapons around him is clearly dangerous. He's actually shown that before, like I told y'all before the season, when he was with the Panthers and he had Christian McCaffrey. Before McCaffrey got hurt, they were doing their thing. So you give him the best receiver in the league, the best receiver in the league. You give him a guy like Aaron Jones. You give him protection. Right? You see what he does, man. Like it's, and clearly Dan Orlovsky is the only one willing to give us our respect so far. So we just gotta go. We just gotta keep going out there, and yeah, we know you suck a lot of dick, but that's hey, that's your business though. It's 2024. I don't care what you put in your mouth. But yeah, man, Dan Orlovsky is the only one willing to give us our props, man. He's the only one actually paying attention. But we're still not getting the respect that we deserve. So we just go out there, just do it again against the Texans, man. That's it. It's okay. I mean, it's the Vikings, right? Like we're used to this.
2 wins and you want respect? Dan Orlowski, that's your dude. You gonna come here and say, give me your respect? The quarterback, we didn't get no PT.
Let me ask you a question. Did you watch the game?
I was traveling, sir. No, I couldn't watch the game.
Okay, then shut the fuck up. Because you don't know, you don't know football, bro. Like, and I'm being completely serious. You don't know football.
I do know football.
You don't watch the game. The names Andrew Van Ginkel, Jonathan Bernard, and Blake Cashman. You never heard of them, so you don't realize how good of players that they are. But
yeah, still ain't making no playoffs.
Yeah. Okay. Congrats. Good one.
Mitch, question: If McCarthy's quarterback, are they still 2-0?
Well, McCarthy wasn't going to be the quarterback. Sam Darnold was always going to be the guy. McCarthy was just, I mean, he's obviously our first round pick, quarterback of the future, but he was always going to be holding the clipboard.
Oh, so he was never going to be the number one?
He was never going to be the number one. He was going to make some noise, and he was making some noise, but Sam Darnold was, the plan was have McCarthy sit a year, let Sam Darnold steer the ship. And you see why. He had, Sam Darnold, he was 17 for 26 for 268, 2 touchdowns, and a bad interception. It was a bad throw on that one. But I mean, listen, you put a guy in the right situation and you see what they can do. Well, what did Gino tell us? What did Gino tell us a couple years ago? They tried to write him off, but he didn't write back. Like, Gino was a complete bust, wasn't he? and now you see what he's doing in Seattle. A guy like Baker Mayfield, he was a bust, according to Cleveland fans, right? And now he's balling out in Tampa Bay, who's also 2-0. So, um, yeah, man, you got to put guys in the right situations. When they actually have talent. And Sam Darnold's still young; he's 27. He's still got a lot of football ahead of him. But yeah, man, just keep doing it. That's it.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So unlike Shane Murray's team, we actually can beat the Niners. And funny story though, apparently this is like 8 wins in a row in Minnesota over the Niners. So I don't know. Maybe we just have their number historically. It's weird, and it's definitely 2 years in a row for sure that they tried to come to the North and we sent them back with an L. But yeah, Skull, bitches. If you also don't know the name Jalen Naylor, he's gonna help you. He's gonna help you know his name. Look out for that name, please. Do some research, Shane Murray, please. Don't just come out here and talk out of your little stupid booty hole.
Nah. Is it all, Mitch?
That's all I got, man. Texans, we'll see you. I got a lot of respect for CJ Stroud, so it's going to be a good game.
15 minutes we'll never get back in life.
Now look. He's
kind of like how I feel when I look at your stupid face.
That's not what she said.
Yes, she did, because I ain't seen her. She definitely didn't stick around long enough to talk to us.
Because she's preoccupied right now.
Yeah, she's preoccupied with some other dude off Bumble. Like, what are you talking about?
Now look.
Such a hater.
It's time. We know what time it is now. Because on Sunday.
I'll just be quiet. Let me go on mute.
On Sunday, brother, Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints came marching into Big D with Mike Tyson and Jake Paul in attendance. And man, they put a whooping on those Dallas Cowboys. The final score was 44-19. I mean, it was bad. Mike Zimmer was over there on the sideline. Mitch's old head coach. He was looking like, "What? He didn't know what to say." I mean, this thing's offense was looking good, and the Cowboys had no answer for them yesterday. So Shane, last week, brother, you were crashing out to defend Dak Prescott, and you said something that was, that rang true, that it's not all on Dak. It's other issues that they have. Their defense is usually much better than they looked on Sunday. On Sunday, they were just playing bad. So Shane, how are you feeling though after after what happened Sunday, and with the Cowboys now being 1-1?
Typical Cowboy loss came out of nowhere. We were favored by 6 points and still got smashed. So I don't know what to tell you. Derek Carr just had one of those games where we just let him out. Alvin Kamara, and I best I can say is they took that team lightly and didn't bring it. So, yeah, not a good look when you have championship aspirations and you get blown out after coming off a blowout. So, and your big guns got paid other than Micah Parsons, which is part of the defense that gave up all the points. So, yeah, a lot of accountability needs to be addressed, and just throw this tape in the trash and get ready for week 3.
Mitch, do you have a rebuttal? Well, he unmuted his mic.
Well, okay, so if I could play
Please.
devil's
Do it.
advocate.
Yeah,
If I'm gonna
please.
find a silver lining, is at the end of the day, analyzing the Cowboys week 1 through week 18 is the most useless thing you can do because all that matters is what they do in the playoffs, right? So if they would have won 44-19 and blown out the Saints, it wouldn't have mattered because everybody would have said, well, let's wait to see what they do in the playoffs. So it really, I mean, whether they go 10-7 or 16-1 the rest of the season, don't matter. People only care about what they're gonna do in the playoffs. Now, problem is they wet the bed, or they've been wetting the bed for the past 30
29
years.
years. Yep.
So,
29 years. Crazy. It's time to have the conversation, man. I mean, the Saints could be for real. It's not like they're not without talent. Clearly, none of us saw this coming, but I mean, they whooped up on the Panthers in week 1. Now they whooped up on the Cowboys. The Saints could be for real. And the Cowboys could have just lost to a good team. Cowboys got lucky that the Eagles lost tonight. So they're keeping pace because the Commanders are 1-1 as well, right? And Giants are just trash. So it's really, their division, the NFC East is really a 2-team race. They're keeping pace with the Eagles through 2 weeks. So
I got a question. Is there that much parity that like every team is kind of, you got the really good, then the middle, and then the really bad? Or I can't remember a time in the NFL where there was this many teams that were really bad. There was always like, a couple bottom feeders, but I mean, the Panthers look horrible, are horrible.
they benched Bryce Young, so
I mean, who else looks really bad?
the Commanders don't look great.
No, they beat, and the Giants are horrible. I mean, Jesus, like it's
Did y'all
just
see that? The Giants are the
horrible.
only now. Okay, they obviously their kicker was hurt, but the Giants are the only team in NFL history to score 3 touchdowns and not allow any touchdowns, and still lose the game. Like that's hard to do. That's actually very impressive.
Very impressive.
Very impressive, right? Like they gave up 7 damn field goals. They scored and lost the game. Like what? I mean, yeah, that's pretty wild. Giants are ass, right? Commanders aren't like great. You got the Panthers who are not.
Yeah.
They're terrible. The Titans look terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like Will Levis, what's this guy doing? Too much mayo in his damn coffee. Like he's over here. Like
Hey, he's 2-0 though in terms of memes for NFL week.
Right? Just like, dude, yeah, all that mayo starting to get to this kid's head because I mean, just bad turnovers. That's
And the coach telling him why is he doing those turnovers? He's a grown ass man. I mean, come on, man, that's your quarterback, bro. Like, what does him having to be a grown ass man have to do with?
Those are like little kid mistakes. Like
Reggie Bush threw that lateral against Texas, and everybody was like, "What the hell?" Yeah, that was what Will Levis tried to do yesterday. But yeah.
A lot of surprising 0-2 teams as well. Cincinnati and Baltimore 0-2.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Teams that are 0-2 that you expect to get better though. Those two.
Yeah, I was running through. Well, yeah, go ahead.
I would say the Rams, they got too many injuries, man. That's I don't know if they're gonna. They lost like 3 offensive line. They
And
lost
Cup is going on the
Nakua,
IR now.
Cooper. Yeah, that's yeah.
So they're both. So now both star receivers are going to be on the IR. So
And like 3 of their
Debo
starters.
out too.
There's a lot of injuries right now.
Debo's going to miss a couple weeks. Apparently, Christian McCaffrey's already on the IR. However, got to shout out Jordan Mason. That kid, man, listen, that kid runs hard. Like, oof. So I mean, they got a real one in Jordan Mason while Christian McCaffrey's out. Yeah.
Yeah, he's tough.
They might start tanking pretty soon. Got some pretty good quarterbacks coming up. They got Beck, Shador, Quinn Ewers, Cam Ward.
I think like 2025 is the year because Arch Manning is already looking like well, not 2025, right? Because he's just a sophomore.
He's a freshman.
So Arch played last year.
No, he's a sophomore. He just didn't play last year.
Red shirt. Gotcha.
Yeah,
So
but, I mean, you got that kid from Texas. You got Shador. You got Carson Beck, Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, Dylan Gabriel.
But would you tank for any of them though?
Would you tank for any of those?
Not on purpose. Not like unless I mean, if you're you're not going to make the play. What's the point of going 7 and 10? You're not going to make the playoffs anyways. You might as well go 2 and 15.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But good thing about the NFL, you can always find value a lot of times in the middle of the first round as well. So
yeah. And look at Bryce Young. What was the point of him going number 1? They're saying that he might be already the biggest bust since Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah,
they
man,
gave
After 2 games.
We played last year too.
Games. He played last year.
He's an old school draft bust. Like when we were younger, where like he just doesn't have it at all. Like it's like some of these guys are like like Darnold, he was the 4th pick, but he can play a little bit, right? And now that he's in a situation where he has help and he has the right type of support, he looks good. Geno Smith was able to come back around, but this Bryce Young kid, who I believe in, I thought he was the real deal. But he just looks like somebody who was just a complete. Right, like he was completely evaluated in the draft process. And he just never he's in a position. I mean, we're talking about when we were younger, and he would have guys who would be high draft picks, and we were like, God, this guy just can't. What was anybody thinking? That's what Bryce Young has looked like through his first season in 2 games now.
Do we think that if he gets another situation? I mean, we've been going through the second chance guys, Baker, Geno, Sam Darnold. Do we think that given second chance,
he's too small? Like he's like if he meant in order to play that position and be that small, like Kyler Murray is a special athlete. Kyler Murray is not your ordinary. He's like 5'10". You look at the stuff he does out there. I mean, when you ever seen a quarterback that size do stuff like that at that size, Bryce Young is a little teeny guy, and he don't have what Kyler Murray has.
And then what always makes it worse is they could have had C.J. Stroud. That's what makes everything. And then not only they didn't draft him, they traded all those picks to get him. Yeah.
And Frank Reich, he was their coach last year. He didn't want C.J. Stroud. I mean, he didn't want Bryce Young. He wanted C.J. Stroud. Right. He was basically being so indignant about it. They fired him halfway through his first season coaching there. I think last year was his first year. So it was just. It really is like a.
But if C.J. Stroud goes to Carolina, is he that much?
Is he C.J. Stroud?
Yeah.
Well, he would have had Adam Thielen. So,
Well, they wouldn't have given up all those draft picks.
oh, exactly, yeah.
CJ Stroud to me, I know he's had support, but he seems like a transformative type of he changed the course of your franchise just by being on it. That type of quarterback to me, talent wise.
Yeah.
And that brings me to Caleb Williams. Watching him last night,
Mm,
it's like I feel like number one, their offensive line is pretty bad, right?
right.
He had no time to let plays develop and make his reads and stuff like that. As soon as the ball is snapped down here, he has to start moving around in the pocket and trying to buy time. You know, and of course, the Texans have a really good defense, but still, now he miss some throws? Yeah, he was missing some throws last week too. But and then also, I don't know, like their offensive coordinator. It's like it's hard to say. It's hard to really evaluate the play calling because the receivers don't have enough time to get open in the first place. You know, but like I'm saying, like you look at I look at the Texans last year. They put C.J. Stroud in a situation as a rookie quarterback where it's kind of like what the Vikings are doing with Sam Darnold. You know, put him in a situation where he doesn't have to be. He don't have to be Tom Brady. He doesn't have to be Peyton Manning and do all these pre-snap reads and pre-snap adjustments. Scheme it up so guys are open. He can just see somebody open and throw him the ball. And I feel like that's what the Texans did for Stroud last year. And that makes it easier for a rookie quarterback. And then if he's any good, he just continue to grow. And then you put a kid like Williams out there where he has to, make what did the guy say on Hard Knocks that time? Turn chicken salad into chicken shit. Now I'm trying to turn chicken shit into chicken salad, right? I know he has good players around him, but if he
Right.
doesn't have any time to throw, and possibly if the scheme is not good, then he's gonna look like how he's looked the first 2 weeks. So uh, but it's crazy because I thought that he was, I mean, I watched him at USC and I thought that he was, I thought he was Mahomes reborn. Like the
Well,
kid.
what they're saying with these new quarterbacks though is they're saying that they're not able to process the speed of the NFL defenses. So, like in high school, I mean, you could get away with whatever you want if you're that good. You could run around, do whatever you want, and then in college, you can still get away with that shit. But in NFL, like this, like they say, in high school you had 2 to 3 extra seconds to do what you wanted. In college, you have one, and in the NFL, it's like you have no time. So they just, I don't know. I guess they can't process the speed of the NFL. And then, like Wilson said, they're not putting them in the right position, like quick reads, you
Right.
know, like quick 5 yard. Like you don't have to get a 20-yard pass every play. Like
Right. You see,
quick
like last
three,
night,
quick
Stroud throwing
3 yard slants. Quick,
exactly
at
like
least just to build his confidence. Get him going. Get some quick, swing plays or, but
that's exactly what I'm saying. Like last night, Stroud throwing the ball to Nico Collins, he just getting it out quickly, and Collins is doing the rest. You know, like I mean, as soon as the Bears spiked the ball, like
yeah.
bro, Williams is damn near like it's like my God, like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
here these fools come. You know, so
You remember
it's
Brady's like last 2 years with the Patriots? It was like he would get the ball out and like
Quick slant.
quick slant, 5 yards,
Quick
seven
slant killers.
yards, 8 yards.
Fucking
You know?
3 yards, man. Fuck.
Yeah, three. Yeah, that was like a long play. Like I remember watching the Patriots game. It was like, damn, like
It was
2 3.
automatic.
Yeah, you got 3 plays essentially to get a first down. 4 yards every play, get a first down.
3, 4 yards, first down, move the chains. Just damn near unstoppable. Yeah,
Hey,
you're
but
right. That
I
was
forgot to
crazy.
say, bro, that bomb from Darnold to Justin Jefferson. Oh my God, dude, that was
On the money.
on the money.
On the money. Woo-hoo. Man, I almost woke the damn baby up. My goodness. Wife
Shane, do
talking
you
about, oh my gosh,
Shane,
keep it down. I'm like, girl, 97 yards. What you want from me?
Shane, do you wish Dak could throw that pass to CD?
He does wish.
all right. Look, we got about 15 minutes left.
week in that spool.
Let's quickly go through the week 2 games and just pick winners like we did last week.
Let's do this. I did
Exactly.
terrible this week.
Galvez, will you please pull up the game, sir? Or Mitch?
Yeah, I got it right here. Let's see.
Oh, week 3.
Week 3. All right, here we go. Thursday night, we got the Patriots at the Jets.
Give me the Jets.
Jets.
Patriots at Jets. This is a division game, right? Like,
Yeah. I'll go Jets.
is everybody going Jets?
Jets.
I'm going
I'm
Jets.
gonna go Patriots.
Okay, Giants at Browns.
Give me the Brownies.
Give me the Browns, boy. Watson looked a little better yesterday. He must have got one of them massages or something. He must have got those glutes massaged.
I don't know why he's feeling all good. He's got still got losses coming out.
All right. We got Green Bay against Will the Meme Levis at the Titans. Packers at the Titans.
Packers.
Fucking Packers.
Yeah, I guess
Real
the
quick,
Packers.
that's what good coaching does. I mean, look at what LaFleur did with Malik.
Yeah.
Jordan Love, and boom, quick. He had like crazy high completion percentage, and they were all quick, slants. All right, so we got Bears at Colts.
Bears at where?
Colts.
Bears.
Yeah, I'll take that Bears defense. Even if the offense can't do anything, the Colts can't move the ball or score any points. So
Yeah, what the heck, man? They Colts did so good in week 1, so this is gonna be the.
Okay.
I'll go Colts for right now, though.
I'll go Bears. All right. A game nobody expected to be the game of the week, potentially. Texans at Vikings.
Come on, man.
Texans. Sorry,
Texans.
By the way,
Good.
Texans are favored by 2.5.
Good.
Texans.
Make it more. Make it more, please. Give me the Vikings,
Fuck the Vikings.
at home.
Fuck the Vikings.
You're just an idiot. Like,
If the Vikings win this game, they are a legit playoff team.
listen, man.
Right.
Listen, you have to watch the games. You don't understand. Like, that's all I can tell you. You gotta actually watch the games, man.
Fuck the Vikings.
Who'd you pick, Wilson?
I picked the Texans.
I got the Vikings. All right, so we got Eagles at Saints.
Bro, give me the Saints. Give me the Saints. I'm a believer.
Even the Saints. I mean, the Eagles, they're not going to have AJ next week either. So,
No.
I mean,
although I wouldn't mind the Saints winning, but I'm going to go Eagles.
And I hate the Saints with a burning passion, but I mean, back-to-back weeks with 40-plus points. Let's see what the Eagles defense can do with them, but I'll take Saints.
So we got another 2-0 versus 2-0 Chargers at Steelers.
Chargers.
Give me the Chargers.
I got the Steelers. Chargers 10 a.m. game on the East Coast.
Steelers defense is legit, but a running game will always travel. So right now, I'm leaning Chargers.
Okay. By the way, over/under only 35 points.
Under.
Broncos at Bucks.
Bucks.
Well, that could be my upset special because how good the Bucks really are. They go 14-3.
They're better than the weak ass Broncos for sure.
They're better, but I'm saying, in a long season,
Yeah. All right, here we go. Panthers at Raiders. Do we even need to pick?
Raiders.
Yes.
Yeah, Raiders.
All right.
Raiders.
Dolphins, no Tua versus the Seahawks, 2-0.
I'm taking Seahawks on this.
Yeah, I'll go Seahawks.
Seahawks. Okay. Ooh, this should be a good game.
I'll
Ravens
go
at
Seahawks because of Tua.
All right. Ravens at Cowboys. Ravens favored by 1 on the
I
road.
will. The Cowboys should win this game, but Lamar Jackson's really good against the NFC, and they're 0-2, and I bet he's pissed off. So I'm gonna take the better quarterback, and I will take the Ravens on the road.
Your Ravens
Shane,
not gonna go 0-3, are they?
I'm not gonna go 0-3, right?
Somebody's gonna be mad as hell. Either Baltimore fans or Cowboys fans are gonna be in a frenzy after
Yeah.
that game.
Both teams will be 1-2 after that game, though. So
Okay.
Who'd you pick, Shane?
Cowboys.
Okay. Another
what did
good
he What did he say earlier that made me almost choke? The championship aspirations that they have.
Mhm.
Let's move on.
You wouldn't know nothing about
Let's
that,
move
though.
on. Let's move on. Sorry. Let's move
Yeah,
on.
let's move on. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Lions at Arizona.
Lions.
Lions at Arizona, bro. Give me the upset special. Let me get the Cardinals.
I got the Lions.
Lions.
Who's favored? Who's favored? Lions, right?
Lions by 3.
Yeah, let me get that upset special.
All right. And the last 1 p.m. game, we got Niners at the Rams.
Niners.
Niners favored by 7.5 on the road.
Well, I mean, your 2 biggest weapons on the shelf.
Yeah.
But then again,
even with the weapons, the 49ers have had the Rams number for the last couple of years now.
yeah. So Jordan Mason is the truth. Let me get the Niners on the road. It's not even going to be on the road, bro. You know how many
Yeah, it's a
damn
home
Niners
game.
fans are out here? Like,
Yep. Especially with the Rams.
yeah.
being
Oh
so
my gosh,
bad.
it's going to be red. It's going to be all red in there. I'll take the Niners on a neutral field.
Yeah. All right. Sunday night, we got Kansas City at the Falcons. Kansas City favored by 4.5 on the road.
Kansas City easy.
It's not going to be easy.
No.
I think the Falcons' defense is a little underrated. But all that said, I'm still going to take the Chiefs.
See that route that Drake London ran though?
They lost Pacheco.
That's true.
Put them in the blender. All right, so we got a rare 2 Monday night games.
Ooh,
first,
fun.
we got Jags at Bills.
Bills.
Wilson?
You know what, bro? I'm gonna go with the Bills, but don't sleep on the Jaguars. They don't want to be 0-3. If they fall to 0-3,
You see them going into Buffalo? You see them going into Buffalo on a Monday night and winning?
I'm just saying, when a team is desperate, unless they're just completely terrible, like the Bills can afford to lose a game. The Jaguars can't.
But the Bills are out there playing for some respect too. I feel like people were a little down on them coming into the season, losing Diggs. So, and I feel like Josh Allen is playing like he's on the damn mission. So I would just keep rolling with the Bills until proven otherwise.
All right, and then we got the Commanders at the Bengals.
Bengals.
This should be the Bengals. This is another team that we expect to be in the playoffs, but obviously a slow start. They should win this game.
Yeah, that'll be the first one for the Bengals. All right, look, is that it, Galvin?
Yeah.
All right, Mitch, you got anything you want to say to an old friend of ours?
No buys.
No buys. Herbert was going to come on and gloat about how his Raiders beat the Ravens. He was going to come on. He had a whole performance planned for his Raiders. But unfortunately, once again, Shane Murray's lack of NFL knowledge has completely derailed us. I say lack of knowledge because with a straight face, he talked about the Cowboys and championship aspirations. It was the weirdest thing. So that derailed us. So sorry, Herbert, we ran out of time.
I'm sorry. When was the last time Minnesota won a Super Bowl?
When's the last time the Cowboys won one?
How many rings do the Vikings have?
Bro, it was 29 years ago. You didn't even watch the
Compared
game.
to 0 to you. So you have no
Bro,
business
listen.
talking.
Listen to me. You have no business talking to me because you're not even a real fan. You are a bandwagon fan. You jumped
I've
on
been
the
a Cowboy fan
bandwagon.
since the
You
90s,
jumped on
son.
the bandwagon in the 90s, and for some reason you're still here. Congrats to you for going through all the losing. But you thought it was sweet. You jumped on the bandwagon in the 90s because they were quote unquote America's team. But now they're just America's joke. You guys are literally the butt of the joke.
This coming from the team
Nobody likes
that had
you.
two of the greatest receivers on one team
Nobody
and still
likes
could have won
you.
a Super Bowl.
Nobody likes you.
Nobody likes you.
Ugly man.
And get rid of them colors. You're not Lakers.
Ezekiel Elliott likes it. You know.
The fuck?
Hey, you know.
I don't know what you're implying, sir.
Wow. Hey, you know.
Oh,
you
real
know.
quick. What are your thoughts on Diddy getting arrested in New York?
The hell you say? The hell you say?
The feds got him.
The feds got him.
I didn't even know this.
Yeah.
Awkward.
I mean, he's proven that you really can't stick nothing on him, so I don't expect this to stick.
The fans, though?
What they charge him with?
Sex trafficking.
Oh, my God. I think it's sad, man. Diddy is one of our black icons. I want to see him.
Yeah, this is, I mean, legit. Like,
Yeah.
he was
I don't see it sticking.
But just to get, I mean, oof, that's nasty. That's nasty.
No, you probably have to be registered, though. They probably have to register him as a sex offender
It's
now.
only if you get convicted.
But
He's not gonna get convicted then.
But like, okay, so real quick, so if he was the one setting up these Diddy parties, right? So he's the one getting all the blame. But then, what about the people that were joining these parties and doing the things that the diddler was doing?
If he was really doing it and he's about to go down,
he's taking everybody.
We'll hear about all those. Oh yeah, we'll hear about all those other fools for sure. I could see Diddy. He looked like the type. He'll roll for sure.
For sure.
I mean, there's full video of him beating on Cassie, and he got off. I don't see him getting arrested for this.
That was
sticking to this.
All right, look. Okay, look.
Civil
I'm
case.
sorry. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. But I'm Diddy is in my thoughts. Sorry, Herbert. All right, look. So before we get out of here, just a few reminders.
Thoughts and prayers out to Diddy.
If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button next to the Complete Lakers podcast.
Yeah, it's
if you
pretty
prefer
wild.
the audio version,
Franchise
rate,
hasn't
review, and subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts.
In 29
the show
years,
is also on
the Cowboys
Spotify,
fans,
Google Podcasts.
It's
Anchor,
actually impressive.
And every other major podcatcher.
I tip my cap.
It's amazing how
free to
cocky you
follow the
are.
show
guys,
on Twitter and
your team
Instagram
hasn't
at
won
TP Network,
anything.
and
You
like
want
it
to
on
complain about us
Facebook.
having a
Just search
29-year
the
drought.
Complete Lakers
Yet you
podcast.
have no
still
drought.
And
wanna
finally,
You have no championship.
been
barely
feedback
You have
from me
no
back
years
at
of
Mailback
championship.
in their
Championship
lifetime,
to
they
Complete Lakers
wanted
podcast
Have
at
no rings.
gmail.com.
something to like
We
write
are
on.
out.
Like you guys aren't.
It don't matter how long it's
you
been.
aren't. They
It's
aren't who
the
you.
ring
They
count.
aren't who you say they are.